I can't believe.
I just thought I'd add some video content to some footage I took from the mountain bike race at the weekend. It's 4 of us from the Vale who went up to Hamsterley Forest to do the second round of the CXNE mountain bike series. Did this course last year, so I knew what I was letting myself in for. Very technical course, certainly for me, right on the edge of my abilities. Didn't get off to the best start. During the warm-up lap, there's a technical section through the woods where it's very rocky, a lot of tree roots. Unfortunately, I clipped one of the handlebars, which kicked me into a tree and sort of hurt my shoulder. I did think I'd actually broken it, so I was a little bit concerned at the start of the race. But anyway, made it to the start line, and we got started. Straight away at the start of the race, there was a little dip just coming out of the field. So literally people coming off in the first couple hundred meters. It seemed a bit crazy. And then first lap, you do climb up a long hill to the top of the course. You do climb a long hill to the top of the course, where there's the first technical section. Got there to find about 6 or 7 people lying on the hills. Got to the top of that section, there was about 7 or 8 people lying, blocking the route. So I lost about 30 seconds trying to navigate around them. Got going again, climb up through a narrow path up onto the top, where you then have quite a rocky descent down towards the main wood section. There is some nice berms, so you get some nice flow as you're heading back down the course. Come out of the berms and then into the woods. The woods is probably the most difficult section. Very tight, twisty, a lot of drop-offs, a lot of large rocks, large tree roots. Literally on the edge of my ability to get through there. I knew after falling just at the warm-up lap I was going to have to take it easy, because if you push too hard through there, then you're going to really do yourself an injury. So I just had to literally ride to my own ability. First lap started off okay, so I got a decent start, but then lost about 30 seconds at the first technical section. Paul caught me, got past, so followed him for a short while, but once we got into the woods, he was able to pull out quite a good lead on me. But eventually when I come around onto the next lap, I was able to pull that back, and that sort of went on for a couple of laps, where in that technical section in the woods he was able to pull away, but I would not have wanted to ride any harder. I think I would certainly done myself another injury if I'd come off again. Once you've completed the first lap, you come back down, back more or less to where we started, and then you come through a very tight, narrow gate, and again hit a rocky climb, which you have to sort of really get some speed out and attack it, otherwise you're just not going to get up. And you climb through the woods, quite steep, and the last part of it, as you come back out on the main track, very steep, so you literally have to sort of dig in, and then hopefully you don't have to unclip. Back onto the main drag, which, believe it or not, the main drag climb up the hill was recovery for me. Yes, physically tough, but mentally I was able to switch off a little bit and just turn the pedals and keep riding and gain a bit of ground back. And then once you descend over the top and then start round for your second lap, mentally you have to switch back on. I say it is quite a technical course.
You're brilliant on them downhills.
A good steady climb. It's probably about a kilometre. But like I say, it was a relief for me to get onto that section, because it's where you can sort of just recover a little bit mentally. Yes, you're pushing hard because you're climbing, but there's nothing technical. It's just a nice open track, and you crest over the top, fast descent down to that first technical section again, and then back onto the gnarly rocky path that takes you around the course. I think we did about 5 laps from memory, didn't count them. Yeah, definitely a difficult event. Like I say, I just thought I'd add a little bit of commentary to some of the footage that I had, because I know just sort of watching straight video footage can be a little bit boring. What's interesting as well is that the camera's quite deceptive, so when you're watching the footage, it may not look that hard, it may not look that technical. I can assure you it's anything but. I think the image stabilization on these action cameras, you know, it's taking all the bouncing and all the jarring out, so all you see is some nice smooth video footage. I can tell you, when you're sitting on the bike and you're literally getting shaken to bits. Also, what the video doesn't show you is the gradient, again, where it's quite steep. The video doesn't really show that, so it's difficult. You know, okay, you can see it's a hill, it doesn't look anything over the top, but again, there's some quite steep climbs. Good event, totally different to the other events. Very challenging. Great if you're a technical downhill person, or you come from a mountain bike background. A little bit on the edge for me. You know, it's that balance between, you know, it's fitness and technical ability. Like I say, myself and Paul had quite a good tussle. Paul just had me beaten through the woods, but I had the fitness to be able to pull him back on the climbs and the less technical parts. So I suppose it's just strengths and weaknesses. And then at the end, you know, I managed to get past him, and then once I got ahead, I managed to sort of stay ahead. But yeah, great day. Like I say, I just thought I'd add some footage to try and make some sense